When we worry, we are having thoughts of possible outcomes, but we only really want one outcome. And we are sitting in anxiousness because we are wanting to know what's currently unknown. We don't know the how, the when, the what, the why. So we sit in fear and in anxiousness and impatience and nervousness and stress, causing our minds to be in a constant state of unrest. Although worry is in human nature, here are 4 ways to help you stop or reduce worry. Number 1 is release your worries to God and know that God has everything under control. The Bible says to cast our cares upon the Lord. And all the things that we worry about, we care about. Because if we did not care about them, we wouldn't worry about them. And if we truly know that God is a waymaker and that He can do exceedingly, daily we should go to Him with our worries. And no, things may not change that day or the next day. But the key here is to not hold on to these things. We are to release them all to the one who has the power to change our situation. And we do this by speaking out loud, telling God about what worries us. And ask God to allow you to be okay without the constant thought of whatever you're worried about. Number 2 is understand that you cannot change or control an outcome. There is only one thing that we can be certain about, and that's God. Things and people and situations change, whether we want them to or not. And worrying about the situation is not going to change the outcome. You're just ultimately putting more stress on your mind and heart than what you should. Number 3 is stop being fixated on what hasn't happened. Life can pass us by as we're spending hours upon hours each day thinking about how a situation is going to end, thinking about the outcome of that situation. It can make us irritable towards the ones we love because of the things that we are constantly thinking about. Using all of our positivity and the energy that we have focused on an outcome instead of just living and doing your best to try to enjoy what currently is. What we think about does grab a hold of our mind and emotions. And that brings me to number 4, which is move your mind away from the worry. And in order to do that, we have to recognize that we have been stuck in our thoughts for too long. And when we recognize it, we have to force our mind to think about something else. For instance, you could think about what you're going to make for dinner. Start to think about what you and your children are going to talk about when you see them. You could even think about a movie that you are excited to see. But these are just examples to let you know of what you could think about instead of thinking about the worry. But it is difficult. Once we are entangled in our thoughts, it is hard to break out of that thought process. With a lot of desire and recognition, this is absolutely achievable.